this evening, I've already officially welcomed you. Those of you who have arrived since that last time, welcome, I admire one and all. To let you know what goes on Wednesday nights here in Sheepys, there has been boxing for the last 3 or 4 months. It's a pleasure to have the Thai box fraternity here at the club. It is absolutely wonderful to see you all here to support the fight scene. But I do remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Wednesday night fights was established to bring regular fighting free to the south. It's here every night, and Philip has told me to ensure to tell you that every month you will have, as part of that Wednesday night fight night, an opportunity to bring your sport to this bar. It's with great pleasure and respect that we welcome the fighters tonight, and to each of them who have trained long and hard, we salute them, as I will hope that you will. Over the last 5 or 6 weeks that we've had amateur boxing, we've had young people fighting, many of them learning their first, third, perhaps 5th time in the ring. As an audience, we've learned to applaud the improvement in ring craft, to watch them as they develop their skills, and to do so in a venue that's comfortable and also a little bit funky. Sheepys Bar and Grill, ladies and gentlemen, because the sheep is from Thai Happy. The warmth and hospitality of his family and friends is bestowed amongst each of you, and I remind you that this is not exactly a gymnasium, it is a bar, the Sheepys Bar Wednesday night fights. Philip Lynn, thank you for bringing the fights to us, and with no further ado, I welcome you again and proceed with the fights. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest to be fought over 3 1.5 minute rounds. When the bell tolls, the referee for this fight is Fanta. The judges of the contest, Aldi, John Conway and Daniel Batch. As always, supportive of the fight game here in the city, Dr. Frederick Chu will also be at ringside. Therefore, it's my pleasure to introduce the fighters to you, ladies and gentlemen. Fighting out of the red corner, the red and black, he fights out of the Elite Thai Kickboxing Gymnasium in Newmarket. Please make him welcome at 71 kilograms in his first fight. This is Scotty Jones. Scott Jones, ladies and gentlemen. His opponent in the blue, fighting out of the blue corner as well, ladies and gentlemen, from the John Bing Thai Box Gym in Homestead Street. Please make him welcome for his first Thai kickbox fight in public, ladies and gentlemen, at 71 kilograms, Paul Stanley. Paul Stanley, 3 1.5 minute rounds.
Well, I think Dale Husband has said it all. He's done the introductions for the first fight for us here from Combat Video here at Sheepys. And, oh, a very hard kick from Scott. Paul trying to get the leather flying. Scott looks quite a little bit taller than Paul. Oh, good hard kick to the midriff, taken a little bit on the arm from Paul, but you give them enough of them, it's going to hurt near the end of round 3. Oh, another hard kick. Goes back with the left one and then goes upstairs, does Scott. Paul coming back in, trying to get the right going, and goes downstairs himself. Well, Scott's had a little bit of success earlier. He's going to try and wind that big right kick up again. Kick the thigh area. A good kick from Paul. He doubles it up. Astor's corner tells him to a good straight hand. The first one from Scott. And the end of round 1, and we go over to the corner of the Elite Gym. Where we see Scott Giles, and he's a student, stands 6'1", so he is a tall boy. This is his first fight. He's been training for about 3 months, and he looks in pretty good shape, and I think that Roger Earps, the man in the ring, would be pretty happy with round number 1. I'm pretty sure he'll be telling him to keep working on those legs and the midriff with that very powerful kick that he's got. Roger, of course, will be in the ring next month, and that'll be something that all the fight fans will be looking forward to, especially those that are associated with the elite gym. Round number 2. Oh, well, I think Roger may have told him not to rely just solely on the legs and to get the hands into action, because that's where he comes out in round number, well, the second round. And we've talked about timing before, and that was perfectly timed by Paul Shanley. And Paul's starting to find his range a little bit better in this round. There goes that hard kick again. Oh. Well, I can see why Roger's told Scott to use the hands, because he's very proficient in that area. Another hard kick from Scott must be starting to take a toll. But Paul showing that he can come back. Well, another good kick, and that ends the round, and we come over to the blue corner here. I thought Paul was going to elect to stand. He is going to. Paul's in marketing. He's fighting, of course, out of the John Bing stable, and he's actually from the UK, is Paul. He's only been in the country 3.5 weeks. He's done a little bit of kickboxing training over in England. This is his first foray into the ring, and he's finding out how hard these Kiwis can kick. But he's a tough boy. He's got a positive frame of mind. And I'm sure that his corner will be telling him just to concentrate mainly on finding the range, because his weapons have been falling a bit short in rounds number 1 and 2, and if he wants to get back onto the judges' scoreboard, he's got to close the gap between his much taller opponent. He does so with a good right hand, but it's still Scott that is hard on attack and controlling the centre of the ring here in round number 3. And as predicted, those hard leg kicks are starting to take a toll. Now, Paul, oh, that's a good combination, a left-right combination. And is he going to be able to make it to his feet? He can't make it to his feet. Scott Joes is the winner, and a winner by knockout in his first bout. Couldn't be more happy with that. Good to see Paul back on his feet. Come to no harm, and maybe just a little more than 3.5 weeks required to get into the ring. Thank you, Sheepy, for allowing another venue for Muay Thai here in Auckland.
First fight, this is Scott Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks also to Paul Stanley.